Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to in the video? This is a paid request this time for Dan, and thank you for that. For those interested requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. It could be for pretty much anything, and those links will be pretty much under each of these videos. But this is for Milo from 1998. And if I don't know why for sick and quit second. I'll get to the sick in a moment. I thought it was Milo and Otis. I went, oh no, not Adventures of Milo and Otis. The sick part that if you actually look into that family film, there's all the rumors that they went through like 6 kittens that died in the making of that because it was this Japanese production that they didn't give a crap about how kittens and puppies worked. So yeah. That was a film I remember, The Adventures of Milo and Otis. I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a dark backstory behind this? Yeah, nothing been 100% proven to be fair, but still depressing rumors. But I know this is Milo. I guess you could say Killer Kid movie? With the yellow slicker stole from Georgie from Stephen King's It. Now, this is a couple recognizable people. Antonio Vargas, the original Huddy Bear, Starsky and Hutch. He's in this as a janitor that buffs floors, tries to help out our lead near the end. Vincent Schiavelli, if you remember the Patrick Swayze 1990 film Ghost, he's the ghost in the subway teaching Patrick Swayze to move stuff. He was in Tomorrow Never Dies. He was the guy that killed a certain major character and then tries to kill James Bond. He's been in a lot of other stuff. Good character actor. He's here as the father of the kid. I thought this film flat out sucked. And here's the thing. I'm not even really into that Killer Kid genre, which I know sounds strange because Killer Dolls, you have to deal like Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 and the remake I like. I don't mind Dolls by Stuart Gordon, you know, stuff like that. But Killer Kid, yeah, there are exceptions to the rule like everything else, but usually I'm like Mighty and this movie, I just think they're really lame. It's just a fucking kid. You pick him up, you put him in pile driver, you go. I didn't even plan to do that. That was serendipity. That's the sneeze driver. It's 15. You just pick him up and pile drive his ass right into the floor, right into the pavement. That's all you just pick the kid up, bam, do the razor's edge. That's all you do. Great, I know you can do that with a doll, but a doll, you know, it's plastic or hard plastic, it's supernatural, blah, blah, blah. And even the supernatural, I guess here there's more to it as well, which I'll get to, but still. Just pick a moment, just... So while these girls, about 5 of them, yeah, 5 of them, are following this kid in a yellow slicker named Milo to a gynecology clinic because Milo's dad, Vincent Schiavelli, works there. And the way they make Milo sound is like Cartman from South Park if he was on a little bit of helium. You know, I can't even do it. Can I do it? Hello, guys, how's it going? Like that, or he's looking for his precious, my precious, my precious. It sounded goofy, it sounded stupid, it sounded like dog shit. It was goofy as fuck. I guess the girls went there with this creepy kid. You sound like that, yeah, there's a little bit of creepy factor. That they don't know, because he doesn't go to their school. Like, they know a little bit, like, they know him, but they don't know him. Because, again, he doesn't go to their school. And apparently it was to look at these jars that have aborted fetuses. I don't know how many fucking little girls would want to get together, the five of them, and go to a fucking gynecologist place to look at aborted fetuses. I thought, they would look, dolls, Barbie, making a fucking cupcake, but I'm not a girl, so what do I know? And apparently Milo's like, I'll show you these jars if I could give each of you a checkup. Well, they see the jars, and when the kid's like, I didn't tell you a checkup. Yeah, leave. There's five of you, there's one of him, you leave. He'd have a temper tantrum all in one. What's he going to do? I brought him to my dad's place, and I wanted to do a checkup on them. So one of them goes in. The stupid, goofy voice. I don't know. I keep wanting to make them sound like Adam Sandler and the Water Boy. How's it going? Or not Water Boy. Little Nicky. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm like, just fucking leave. But no, the one of the five girls goes in there. He puts her in this table. She closes her eyes. I don't know why the fuck you would have your eyes closed with this weirdo near you. He's using a stethoscope, gets a scalpel, goes towards her, cuts away. The other four see blood come under the door. The door opens. There's Milo. Cut to one of the girls, present day, wake up from a nightmare. She is a teacher that's going back to her hometown to see her friends. And when she gets there, she finds out one of them passed away. So now there's three left. And that person who passed away was a teacher. How lucky that of those four friends, two of them became teachers. Because then one becomes a substitute teacher who then wants to stay there full time. And the acting is pretty bad, man. I think the acting was pretty damn bad. I want to look up who the hell this cast was, because I don't remember their name. The lead, I don't think she did a good job. I don't think the way she expresses her dialogue, I don't think it was natural. I don't think it was believable. It just, I thought it was very weak sauce. She keeps seeing this kid in yellow slicker, and I'm like, no one else knows this yellow slicker, but then Milo tries to pass it off where this other stupid kid who just met Milo is like, yeah, put on my yellow slicker and do this and do that. And starts listening to Milo. And at times this fucking teacher seems he's got the deer in the headlights look to her. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed, I will say that. I'm like, is there an IQ test for this job? I guess not. She doesn't show a lot of it. There's a 4.1 on IMDb. Jennifer Johnston as Claire. Which is funny, because when you look at the end credits, it doesn't say in alphabetical order. And if you go through it, when it stops at like the fifth name, it's like, okay, it looks like it's going alphabetical order, but then it just stops and it's like, oh, now here's D, now here's A, now here's G, now here's, what the because this other girl, Marion, she gets top billing, Paula Kale. So I find funny, even a film like this, Jennifer Johnson couldn't get the top billing. At least not at the end. And it is like they try to do a... That's just something funny I noticed at the end of the film. Because there's nothing else to fucking notice at the end of the film. But yeah, the Jennifer Johnston. I'm sorry, I don't think she was that good. I can see why she didn't go on to do much. She was in like bit parts, but not like big roles. And if you're going to this, what are you doing this for? If you're going into for gore, this doesn't have gore. The few kills is done off screen. If you're trying to be creeped out, how do you be creeped out by a little kid? Which, if you see him, he looks normal. Got a yellow slicker, and he talks. Again, like if Cartman took a bit of helium. Bad actors. The guy who's like the principal, he's like the bigger guy, the fat guy. I recognize him. He was in an episode of the A-Team TV show. There was an episode of the A-Team where the Mr. T and Dwight Schultz, all of them, they have to be in this neighborhood. I think it's actually called There Goes the Neighborhood. And it's like suburban houses. And there's like a guy nearby who's like a crazy gun guy, like very paranoid, who thinks he's tough, but he doesn't really know and do anything. But the A-Team get weapons and stuff from him. He was also in this movie back in the day. I never saw it, but I remember seeing the trailer because the title was called Hot T-Shirts and Wet T-Shirt Contest. And never saw it, but I saw the trailer because, come on, it's about Wet T-Shirt Contest. It's an 80s movie. So, 80s! I think he was the star of that film. Because I recognize him. But, yeah, the acting in this isn't that good. I guess Antonio Vargas did fine for what he was given as a janitor who pops every once in a while to talk to the lead lady, buff some more floors. Like I said, our lead girl starts seeing this Milo. People say she's crazy because, well, Milo, he drowned years and years ago. And, I mean, if he was here today, he would be as old as us. He'd be as tall as us. He wouldn't just be a little kid still. And then you think, is it supernatural? Is it this and that? No, it's not. People think she's crazy. And the kills, I guess, super spoilers. Of the three friends, again, the lead girl I talked about, the one girl, you don't really get much to know about the other two ladies. As soon as they pop in, like the second, she dies because there's like a projector, and Milo comes out of the projector and kills her, but all you see is ah, 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 and then her leg shaking, a bit of blood, like get the squirt, more blood, bitches leave. Shouting, like shaking feet and little blood. So unless you're a crazy foot fetish guy, you get nothing out of this. I am not one. Maybe Tarantino will like this. I don't know. Also, sometimes he gets some weird editing in this. Because the lead and the other girl, I want to talk about Marion, they go off. They find the place they were at when they were kids. Vincent Schiavelli is there. He said, no, my kid's dead. Blah, blah, blah. They talk to him. He's like, this is his grave. You want me to dig him up? So it will cut to the talk to the Vincent Schiavelli. And it's daytime. Boom. They're on the road. It's nighttime. And almost 15 seconds later, boom. Kids in the middle of the road. Or kids in front. And Mary's like, what the fuck you doing, kid? So then the kid turns around his bicycle and is going towards her. And this Marion, she just stands there. Now, if you see a goofy sounding kid with a yellow slicker going towards you on a bike, well, we would just kick it and kick him off it. But no, she just stands there. She's by the vehicle, which is wide fucking open, so you could do, you know, this, you know, this. Just do this. You know this? It's wide open. The door's wide open. You just do this. She just stands there. While he hits her with the fucking bicycle. I just like he's has like little dinky knife stabs. And he hit it, and I just hit the door of the vehicle, which then knocked out the lead girl for a bit. Then when she wakes up, Milo dragged the Marion into the woods. I guess back to his home. So now there's not many people left, and like I said, there's not really a big body count. There's really no gore. There's like a little bit of blood. I don't see what's interesting about the story. I guess unless you're just dying to know who Milo is, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck who Milo is. Super spoilers. You get cops being a dunce, but you know they think she's something to do with it. Just part of me's like, can I really blame the cops? Because this girl's pretty much a dunce too. At least her character. Antonio Vargas sees a kid. What are you doing here? Kid's acting like a dick. So Antonio Vargas grabs him. I'm like, yeah, slam him. Give him the sneeze driver. Stabs Antonio Vargas. The lead, and I think Vincent Schiavelli are there, grabbed him. They don't take him to... I guess there's no other doctors in this fucking town. I mean, he's a gynecologist, but you have no hospital. You have no actual fucking doctors. You're in town. You would think there'd be some type of doctor in town. Instead, they go out into the fucking woods to Vincent Schiavelli's place. I'm like, lady, don't you think it's a bit weird? Is there what? Maybe they said there is no fucking... It's a stupid town then. That the only doctor you have is a gynecologist that is out in the fucking boonies. And you find out that Milo was an aborted fetus. That Vincent Schiavelli got it alive. And so it's stuck in this kid state. And I thought as an aborted fetus, it seems like it should be much more disfigured. But I guess not. Like, he's an aborted fetus, but he looked normal. And whether bringing him back was a supernatural cause or just medical cause, so the lead lady sees that Milo's there. And for some reason, she goes up the goddamn attic. Like, Vincent Schiavelli, she realizes he's in on it. But there's a point that she's in this place. She could go anywhere that has an open window. Try. She goes up the attic. Yeah, go higher. When she try a window and try to go lower, she go higher. Yeah, in the attic. Oh, she needs to go in the attic to see all these newspaper clippings to get the full gist of what's going on. The kid, or non-kid, kills Vincent Schiavelli off-screen, pretty much. This little fuck chases her. Antonio Vargas is alive for a bit to help her and try to drown the kid. And again, I get that he's hurt, but he's drowning the kid, and he sees that... We all can see this kid has a knife right here as he's drowning the kid in his bathtub. He doesn't grab it, knock it away, anything in between. I don't even know what the woman was doing. Why don't she help? I can't remember if she was knocked out or what. I can't remember. But lo and behold, the kids, Milo stabs Antonio Vargas again. And there goes Huddy Bear for the count. You get Milo chasing our lead to the basement. And he's got some of the girls... There's really two of them dressed up as a bride for whatever he wants to do. The checkup, I guess. And our lead stabs Milo with like a piece of a board. And you don't even see like a big gore. You don't see any of that. Just, huh, And then this ending, speaking of suckage, this is the way it ends. She gets out, face to white. We're back at the school. Enough time has come by. There's a new janitor there. There's a message says Milo was here that he's wiping off. Then cut to a flash of Milo trying to stab a girl from the opening of the movie. The same shot from the opening. What the fuck was that? What was that? Was that like, I guess their attempt at a jump scare? Maybe he's alive. Why would he be alive? Well, maybe he'll... It's a sequel. I mean, why did you have 3 Stepfather movies other than the remake? They're always alive. There's always a way. But yeah, this film thankfully did not get a sequel. The movie, it's very boring. It's not scary. It's not suspenseful. It's not gory. It's not well acted. If you want to see a little bit of Huddy Bear, the original Huddy Bear, Antonio Vargas, you're a diehard Vincent Schiavelli fan. I like the guy, but I'm not that diehard about it. I mean, what does this really offer? I mean, God, I was going to give... That'd be a spoiler for that movie. There's a movie out right now that's a prequel. Its first film did this kind of theme much better. I'll leave it at that. At this point, I'll just spoil it. Orphan. Orphan did this type of theme better. Was it exactly the story, but that one had a better acting, better direction, and that's why I don't really care about a prequel, because I already know the twist, so that was to me the most interesting part of the movie. Now that we know it, to me it's just not as interesting. It really isn't. And plus it's a prequel. You know how it's going to end, because there's the first film. So that's one of my... The majority of prequels I don't like, because you already know how it ends, because it can't end any other way, because it's a prequel to the film that you saw. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the best prequel I saw was Missing Action to the Beginning with Chuck Norris. Or I guess technically Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, because that takes place before Raiders of the Lost Ark. But those are 2 I do like, but the story, like I said, you get some wonky editing, lack of gore, not even that many kills. Vincent Schiavelli, as soon as you see him, you know he's a villainous character. I mean, I like Vincent Schiavelli, but with that type of casting, most people don't gather who or what kind of person he's going to play. Even the reveal, oh, he's an aborted fetus, is like, just came off as lackluster. And the lead, I didn't care about her performance. Didn't care about her acting. At least I thought it was very off and very shaky performance. So Milo, not a fan. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.